Hi, I'm Laura. Welcome back to this channel and welcome to Q4. I have a lot going on for Q4, a lot of planning and lots of goals and projects to achieve and complete. And I am so here for it. It's madness. In terms of content creation, I have taken a good hard look at what I had proposed for myself and what I could realistically produce. I had hoped to do a video a day for Preptober and a vlog a day for NaNoWriMo, but again, that was before the whole NaNoWriMo thing happened. I will still be partaking in a writing challenge. I might be taking part in Sarah Cannon's writing challenge. I'm not decided quite yet, but I definitely don't have it in me. I don't have the capabilities to produce 60 videos in 60 days. I'm not at that stage yet, guys. I'm really not. I'd love to, but I'm just not there yet. So I've reached the compromise of doing 4 videos a week, 2 on my main channel and 2 here on my writing channel, one of which will most likely be some kind of writing vlog, one of which will most likely be some kind of planning video or some sort of journaling video, some sort of planning or prep or writing craft. I do still have all of my ideas for what I was going to do for 31 days actually. God, where am I? There's 31 days in October, so it would have been 61 videos, not just 60. Jeepers. But I do still have my list of content ideas for that. So that is a whole wealth of videos that will see us through to the end of the year. If I can slip in an extra video and it's not gonna mess up things, then awesome. I might do some sort of voiceover-y videos, as I do have my new microphone, but we'll tackle that when it comes to it. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I do have definitely some planning videos planned, for lack of a better phrasing. I have planned planning videos, planned scheduling videos, videos on scheduling. But ultimately, I will be producing videos, I will be producing blog posts on a few of my websites, but my ultimate goal for the end of the year and for the final quarter of the year is to work on all of my writing projects so that I am able to start 2025 strong. I have a rigorous schedule that I would like to stick to, and I have several projects that I am working on currently. I do have a pre-filmed piece of footage that I'm going to insert here, and then I'll be back. Q4 for me is going to be all about trying to get as far through my projects and as close to completion as I possibly can by the new year. I've set myself up a rigorous publication schedule for 2025, and I would love to be able to meet all my deadlines. And I have been quite generous. I say rigorous as in I at least want to publish something once every month, which is a step back from aims I've had in the past. But I would still like to meet those deadlines, and these right here are the projects that I'm currently working on. I know there's a lot of advice, conflicting advice. Many say that you should just stick to one thing and complete it, or you know, work a little bit on one, work a little bit on the other, but resounding, the overall consensus is you should really work on one thing to completion, because otherwise you're just dividing your attention. But I have found, for me personally, that going from one project to another helps, because once I'm tapped out on one project, I can then move on and give what I can for the next one, and so forth and so on. So right here I have my projects that I'm currently working on, and there's a lot here. Well, actually this one's not a project, I will say. This is my idea book. This is my my compilation of, I suppose you call it a commonplace book. It's where I put lots of research ideas, like I have a bunch of names in here, a list of names, but also there's potential story titles for different genres, little synopses to do with series, and also there's the briefest flash in the pan outlines for certain things. Sometimes there are scenes in here, like I say, names, again, lots and lots of synopses, basically short summaries of what I want. This is a very long summary, and notes there, and then the final one that I've currently got here is my BREC notes. I don't know what I'm going to call that one in particular, but BREC is the current working title for it, the project title. But here are the actual project books. On top here is my most recent brainwave, and this is Murder on the Eyes, is the current project title. It might end up being the title, but it kind of alludes too much of there being a murder, and there is no murder. It's just more of a play on the saying, oh, she's easy on the eyes, but you look at a girl who's just so drop dead attractive, it's like killing you. So she's like Murder on the Eyes. And I've recently gotten really into scrapbooking, and I did a mood board for it at the beginning of here, and yeah, so this is my most recent project, my most recent brainwave. Here we have my Breathe trilogy. I have the timeline for the first book worked out, and I'm still working on notes and stuff. A lot of these projects are being I hate to use the phrase rehash, but it's the only thing that comes close. It's the only turn of phrase that comes close. I'm taking all of my old notes, compiling them all together, and condensing them into the best of the best. So yes, all these projects are in very early stages, but we have the whole of Q4 to do this. So we have the Breathe trilogy, we have the Rose Thorns series, which there isn't much in here at the moment. I've just kind of outlined and marked up the pages where I want to. What I'm doing with this one is I actually have printouts of previous outlines, and we're gonna, as I say, condense to the best of the best and add where necessary. And we have Rachel, which is, oh me, I've been working on a form of Rachel for about 10 years, and I'm so happy. Same with Breathe, actually. Breathe is like a 10-year-old project ultimately, but I'm so happy to finally be getting this completion and getting out into the world. I wish I'd worked on it so much sooner, but yeah, we're got our page marked up, and we're doing a timeline. This for me is actually possibly one of the best ways to brain dump what I want to happen. I do it in chronological order, put as much detail in there as I possibly can. It's snippets to start with, but then as I get into it, it's just like brain dump. Everything that I want to happen is going on in here. And then this one is what will be the notebook for BREC, so I can expand on the notes for that. I actually have a bunch of scenes, brain dump scenes in my notebook. I always carry these notebooks with me. I will link in the info box. I'll link these in the info box as well, actually. I get these both from Amazon in huge multi-packs. I think these come in they either come in packs of 10 or 12. I can't remember exactly, both of them. And they're often go on really like deep cut sales, and that's when I restock on them. So these Dockridge notebooks, which are perfect, and then these shorthand notebooks, which again, perfect. I always have like several on the go at the moment on my desk. I know this is like cutting about a lot, but at the moment on my desk I have 5 that I'm stripping notes out of, plus this 6th one. So yeah, when I say I've been busy but I have nothing to show for it, this is what I mean. It's all in bits and pieces. It's like taking 30 different puzzles and dumping them all in one box and then picking out all the pieces. But yeah, it means I haven't forgotten anything I've thought of, which is always a bonus. I just need to find it, transfer it, and then we can crack on with the actual production of it. But like I say, this is going to be the Breck notes, and oh man, when I got the brainwave for this, it was just like, it wasn't even like a light bulb moment, it was like an inferno moment in my brain. It just ripped through me like nothing on earth. So yeah, there is that. And then this big pink thing is my KRH serial notebook. Like I say, I am taking things from other places and compiling it and condensing it. So I'm currently still in the character note stage, and then we are going to get crack-a-lacking on that. I'm glued in a little envelope here so that I can keep all the stickers I picked that are themed for this. I can keep it all together. Picking up a set of these like glue things. These are game changers. I just glued an envelope in there. I know probably loads of people know about this, but for anyone who doesn't, these. I have correction tape ones and these are glue tape ones. Oh me. I got them off Temu, really, really cheap. And I will probably do a restock order in a couple of months because I am using these like no tomorrow. They've made so much, they've just benefited me so much in my organisation. I like putting in, I can glue pocket kits into my notebook, I can glue scraps, notes, all kinds of stuff, and yeah, all for it. Like post-it notes, I can just glue the back of this and actually have it as a section and write on it. So yeah, but this is what we are basically working on in Q4. Any additional things that I come up with will just be like deposited into here or into my reading journal, if you'll give me uno momento. So this is my reading journal. It was lovingly decorated by my kids. But yeah, in here also I often put just brain dump writing sessions. This was before I had this notebook. I've been using this since late 2022. Yeah, October 2022 is when I started using this. And it's got some really, really saucy, smutty, XXX rated scenes in here. I read them over the other night and I'm like, did these came out of me? Really? So yeah, they'll be getting extracted and transplanted. But yeah, so any brainwave ideas will be going into here, like concept expansion. This was, I'd read the book and I really liked the concept of it. And I was like, what can be done with this? So it became this skeleton for something else. And yeah, and then I've got my, of course, reading journal. I'm currently working my way through my collection of Mills and Boons. I've got my, again, using the glue tape, stuck in one of these reading list cards. So yeah, I'm going to try and read like 20 Mills and Boons out of my collection, which I'm already on my 3rd in like 4 days. So yes. But back to this, I'm going to be working on this like crazy. I'm so excited. Once I get all the structural work done, the writing part is going to be a lot easier because I'm not holding back on this. I am putting as much information down as I possibly can. I did once try zero drafting, which is when you just sort of write straight the way through, but it was still a bit intimidating. I like this sort of timelining version that I'm working my way through, and get as much information down as possible at this stage, so that when it comes to fleshing it out and putting it on the screen and, you know, the word processing program, it'll be so much easier. Now I know that is a lot of open project, and writing at home, I can get some stuff done. I tend to write in the early hours. Sometimes I'm up as early as like 4:30 and I might get an hour in. I also write for an hour one night a week. One of my kids has a group they go to, so whilst they're at their group, it saves me coming home. I just go to a coffee shop for an hour and I get so much done in that hour. And it was when I started having those hours that I realised if I could have an outside the house space, out of the home space that I could go to, that would be awesome. That would benefit me so much in my progress writing. Going to a coffee shop is fine. I only get like a black coffee and a tap water when I'm at Starbucks, so it costs me less than £3 to sit there for an hour. But if it's busy, then I can't get space, and also it makes me feel kind of awkward if I end up sitting at a large table and there's lots of people. You know, the usual writer anxieties. And when I was on the bus on the way to work, I overheard a conversation of people talking about hot desking, and they had recommended Marshall Square to the person they were speaking about. I know, it's so rude to eavesdrop, but it fit. It was almost like the universe was like, you need this information, listen. So hearing this new information, it led me to Googling hot desks in my area, and it brought up a whole list of accessible, reasonably priced hot desks. The one at Marshall Square was reasonably priced, but I did find another place that I'm looking into, and it was $12.50 a day rather than paying by the hour, which I thought was astounding. Or you can pay, I think it was £134 for the month. And I'm like, yes, I will pay £134 a month to have a space outside the home that I can use a few hours. Maybe not every day, but on the day I work, Tuesday through Saturday. And this place is open Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. So on Tuesday through to Friday, I can go there a couple of hours after work, get solid, focused writing done. I could probably accumulate anything between 6 and 10 hours dedicated writing time at this facility, which I've spoken to Nick about. He is so supportive about it, and we need to talk about that whole situation soon as well. But yeah, things have really flipped on their head in this house. Everything has settled into such a nice rhythm. Having that space outside the home to write in will be an astounding benefit to me, and it'll help me complete my projects in a timely manner to reach my publication schedule deadlines. And I will bring you guys with me, and it's going to be awesome. And I'm like jittery with excitement. Things are coming together and I couldn't be happier. I really couldn't be happier. And it also means that, and having this space outside the home to write also means that I'm not fighting for concentration at home. which means there won't be as much friction, there won't be as much antagonization, there won't be as much sulking and shouting and grumpy tantrum throwing because mummy isn't paying them attention. It sounds really bad, it really does, but when you're I just need to focus for 20 minutes, and then that 20 minutes suddenly turns into an hour of trying to get back to the desk, to get this idea out of my head, and by the end of that hour of trying to get back to the desk, people are upset, tantrums have been had, shouting has occurred, I've got a blood pressure through the roof, and the idea, poof, gone. Whatever it was I was trying to get on the bit of paper, gone. And it's too much stress, it's too much strife. It's not worth it to upset the household like that. So yes, we are moving out of the home. We're taking all of my writing out of the home, and it's going to be so much more beneficial, so much more productive, and yeah. So you can look forward to regular videos coming on this channel, some really cool vlogs, and in the new year I'm going to reevaluate the level of content I'm providing, the type of content I'm going to provide, and we can move from there. And honestly, I have the biggest, warmest, fuzziest feelings about all of it. I really do. But I'm going to leave this video here, otherwise I'm going to yabber on for ages, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching.